Well, a very good evening to all of you. Today, the purpose, the motive of making this video, rather, I would say there's no purpose or motive behind this. It became a bit inevitable for me to make this video, rather. Uh, because, sometimes, though you have a heavy heart, though you are laden with a lot of burden, but some things become inevitable in life. You cannot you cannot restrict yourself, and you must be. It becomes inevitable to basically show your prowess, to show your own prowess. Sometimes, not always, of course, and you must be observing that I'm not talking in my regular accent which I talk, the regular accent which I basically use, and that the one reason lying behind it is again the prowess. Yeah, sometimes it becomes extremely important to give a statement to people that yeah, why you are the best in the business. Sometimes it becomes extremely necessary. Why? To make a statement, to deliberately make a statement to people why you are the best in the business. Well, this is one part of the story, but being the best in the business also has other nuances. What are those nuances? What can those nuances be? Well, there's a very famous Bangla proverb. I come from a Bengali background and I know that proverb very nicely. I have heard it from my mother, my grandmother, and it is কুম্হারের কাজটা যদি কামার করে দিত তো তাহলে তো ভালোই হতো, right? And this proverb literally translates into if it's something like this, that if the job of a potter could be done by a blacksmith, then it would have been miracles. A potter's job is a potter's job, and a blacksmith's job is a blacksmith's job. A blacksmith cannot do the job of a potter, and a potter cannot do the job of a blacksmith. Everyone has their own capabilities, everyone has their own field, own area of expertise, isn't it? You can be the Pablo Picasso of art, but Pablo Picasso cannot be Shakespeare, or Shakespeare cannot be Ustad Bismillah Khan, or Ustad Bismillah Khan cannot be Michael Jackson, right? This is something which the naive people nowadays don't understand, or rather they don't try to understand. This is one thing again. And I would like to relate this to something. Basically, I had heard this a long time back. It was a video of Gaur Gopal Das, and I like that fellow. He is like, he gives good advices in life, and one of his very good advices was that in life everyone has a different question paper. Life is an exam where you have a different question paper. Everyone is served a different question paper. Not all question papers are the same. Of course, it's true. And if someone else tries to solve the question paper of someone else, mistakes are bound to happen. It's bound to happen. A student of humanities cannot do the job of an engineer. A student of English cannot do the job of an engineer. A student of management cannot do the job of An art person or an engineer even cannot do the job of a humanities student. This is what people don't understand. People think nowadays, basically, people think that when they idolize some people so much, you idolize someone so much up to such an extent that you think that there's no one on this earth, there's no one remaining in humanity who can deal with those other things. No, sir. You may be the best in business. You may be the Pablo Picasso, but you may be the Pablo Picasso of your field, but you cannot be T.S. Eliot or Shakespeare or Tagore, right? You cannot be. So that doesn't happen. These are some things which need to be kept in mind. And how much of importance do you basically give to a person? A person you are a speck of dust. I am a speck of dust in this entire universe consisting of so many galaxies, within which there are so many, within which we belong to a small galaxy, the Milky Way, and out of which a solar system which consists of again 8 planets, out of which the Earth is again a very small planet as compared to bigger planets like Jupiter and Saturn, Venus. They are large planets, and in this Earth, in a country like India, where you come from a small state, from a small town, a smaller part of a town where thousands of people live, and how much of importance can a person be given? How much? This is something which needs to be taken care of. The newer generation nowadays thinks, or rather, I would rather call it their arrogance. I would rather call it their arrogance, which the newer generation thinks that they are adept in anything and everything. No, sir, you are not. You may be a national award winner, you may be a Padma Bhushan, you may be a Padma Vibhushan, you may be Bharat Ratna, you may be Oscar winner, Grammy winner, you may be even a Nobel Prize winner, but a person who is a Nobel Prize winner in the field of physics cannot teach humanities, or a person who is a Nobel Prize winner in humanities cannot teach microbiology or any allied field, any biotechnology. No, it's practically not feasible. It's not feasible. However, people have their own opinions, people have their own ways of thinking. This was just a suggestion. Suggestion. This was a suggestion, of course, but again, suggestions are valuable. And as I told you, everyone has a different question paper in life. Everyone has a different question paper in life. Don't ever try to change your question paper. Don't ever do this blunder of trying to change your question paper or trying to write your answers according to someone else's wishes in life. Write your answer in your own way. You are born with your own identity. There should be no one on earth who can basically manipulate with your identity. If you are changing your ways, if you're changing the way you speak, the way you write, the way you express yourself, the way you set your narrative, if you're changing those, let me tell you, you are not you. Don't change yourself for anyone. Anyone means anyone. You have your own identity. Don't let your identity be destroyed. You will find thousands of people on earth. Thousand is a very small number. You will find millions of people on earth who basically try to do that sugarcoating. They go to their loved ones, they go to their to the people whom they admire, they go to them and they try to sugarcoat their words, they try to sugarcoat themselves in a way which complies to the standards of the other person, to their counterpart. But does that make sense? Is it love? No, sir, it's not love. It's not at all love. It's not at all love. What is it? You are basically trying to paint yourself, to mold yourself according to the expectations of the other person. And you call it love. You are in an illusion. You're simply in an illusion. Love doesn't mean that. If it's love, the person concerned will love you in each and every circumstance the way you are. So don't you ever, do not ever change your question paper, or do not try to write the answers to your question paper just because they are suitable to someone's liking. No, don't do that. If you do that, you will miss, or you will rather be manipulating your own identity. Don't play with your own identity. You are born on this earth with an identity. Don't let anyone influence it. You are unique. Everyone, every individual on this earth is unique. With this, I would like to end it. I would like to wrap it up, and rather I would wrap it up with a Hindi line which I often narrate to people. The line is, युद्ध नहीं जिनके जीवन में वो भी बड़े अभागे होंगे, या तो प्रण को तोड़ा होगा या फिर रण से भागे होंगे। रण से मत भागिए, युद्ध से मत डरिए। अपनी अस्तित्व को, अपने आप को, अपनी अस्मिता को बरकरार रखिए। याद रखिएगा, ये आप ही हैं जो खुद को खुद बनाते हैं। किसी व्यक्ति के आपको बदलने के तरीकों से अगर आप बदल जाते हैं तो फिर आप अपने साथ अन्याय कर रहे हैं। खुद के साथ अन्याय ना करें। और निपुण होना अच्छी बात है, मगर हर किसी की अस्मिता की, हर किसी के गुणों की, हर किसी के कौशल की, हर किसी के कौशल का सम्मान कीजिए, ये बहुत ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि जब सम्मान नहीं मिलता तो अक्सर यूँ होता है कि कौशल कहीं दब जाता है। ना खुद के कौशल को कभी दबने दीजिए, ना किसी और के कौशल की अवहेलना कीजिए। धन्यवाद। थैंक यू सो मच।